Welcome to our series about the human design gates. And today you're going to get to learn about the gate 23, which is known as assimilation in traditional human design or transmission in quantum human design. And this is a super juicy gate. So I'm glad that you're here to learn more about it. And you're going to get some in-depth information because what follows is a compilation of my transit reports from the last few years that are focused on the gate 23. If you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up, turn on your notifications so that you hear about every time we release one of these new videos, and then leave a comment and tell me how it landed for you. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. The 23 is really receiving the insights that have come in through the beginning of the knowing circuit. And that's why in traditional human design, it's sort of assimilation, like we're assimilating the information that's coming in. I much prefer the quantum human design name because this idea of assimilation, I think that we have a pretty negative connotation around that. And some kinds of assimilation are good, right? We bring in new things and we need to assimilate it into our life. But often what it means is that we kind of squeeze out the newness out of it, the more radical part of it, the more disruptive part of it, right? We think about how there used to be, I think there still is to some degree, but certainly, in the early part of the 20th century and in the 19th century, there was a huge amount of pressure on people who were coming to what is now the United States to assimilate, right? People who are coming from Europe who also had white skin and were coming here. They're coming with different languages and different cultures. And there was a lot of pressure on them to assimilate to being white people in the United States. Assimilation often means, get rid of your foreignness, if you will, or get rid of what makes you different. Now, here's the thing. That is completely counter to what the knowing circuit is all about. The knowing circuit is about what is different, what is new, what is evolutionary, what is disruptive that helps open up new potentials. So this idea of transmission is something that I love because it's about receiving these innovative ideas, right? These out of the box breakthrough possibilities, and then being able to express it through the throat center, right? So we're transmitting those ideas. It's transmission through that throat center because the throat center is all about expression. It is about speaking. It's verbal. It's about translating these ideas into words so that we can express them verbally. Because it's more about being able to transmit that the insights that are coming in through the 43. Than it is just about assimilating them, which makes sense because the throat center is a center for expression, right? For activation, for manifestation. And it is through this channel that this kind of abstract, right, idea or abstract concept or perception that has come in from superconsciousness is going to be translated into words. So there's a translation as well as a transmission process that happens as these new thought forms, these new possibilities could be images, could be feelings, drop in, and then they are going to be expressed through the throat, through the 23. So what these two terms have in common is assimilation. It's like bringing in these really leading edge and breakthrough ideas and going, okay, how is that going to translate out into the culture? How is it going to translate out to other people? How can we take this and assimilate it to some degree inside of a framework so that we can understand what this is about? And I think transmission is really underscoring that there is something very leading edge that's coming in, and then it has to be transmitted, and it's going to be transmitted through the throat, through words. This always makes me think of Esther Hicks, who says that she doesn't channel Abraham. She says that she translates Abraham. So she receives complete thought forms from Abraham, and then she translates that and then transmits it out through her own voice, right? So you could think of it that way, is all of us are receiving thought forms and images and possibilities. The sun is lighting up the possibility of being able to express through words what this, leading edge idea is that's coming in through the 43. So you might want to take a little time to write these things down. You can mind map it if that's helpful to you, or just do stream of consciousness so that you're priming the pump of your ability to put things that are maybe more abstract into words. So you can practice doing that before you decide to share that with other people while you're waiting for it to be the right time. So part of your preparation can be writing this down, or even drawing pieces and connecting with what the different aspects of it are. And it can be really worth taking the time to do that, so that by the time you translate that into words to other people, you'll have a really clear idea about what it is that you're wanting to express, rather than just having it come through and out your mouth, which can happen when you've got that open head. Most of us have an open head, and then there's a pressure to express. So when we've got that open head, and then we've got the defined head in ajna, there's even more pressure to express those ideas. So having the awareness of how important it is to express at the right time, with the right people in the right situation, when you're fully prepared and they're fully ready and they've already recognized you, right? You want to be on top of that pressure so that it doesn't force you to be doing things at a time that's really not right.